I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them. Spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Peterson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it'll be 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5 from the 8. The first look here for DJ Dallas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Dallas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7. Eagles, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leads it for Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, left side here to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
The kicker on for the...
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Eagles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
No gain on the play. Brings up
now Murray throwing on 2nd down.
46-yard.
He goes underneath the Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. 57's Mike 57. Man.
On the handoff, it's Dallas. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And we'll see what transpires as they're up against a 4th and inches. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taking it about the 1.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run with Dallas. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tackle made at the 38.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake about 3 yards there to the 27.
Kenyon Drake.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On the handoff.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
The ball carriers.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check 50. Check 43. 57. Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
9-yard gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Eagles.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Bring it. He's coming. We got double up.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Dallas. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, they're scared. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. DJ Dallas as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up second.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Get your swerve on.
From the gun, it's Drake. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they... And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 89 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On the give, this is Dallas. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let this go. And got his man complete. Past the 20.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, the return, Andy Isabella. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Hang in there, man.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Alshon Jeffrey.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A big gainer there on 3rd and 5. 58 yards from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dallas. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
DJ Dallas.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tossing this out wide to Dallas. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Wentz now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 43, Eagles 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 30-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, 18,
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3.
first down. It's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Deontay Thompson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
second down. Here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. Today's final score, Cardinals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, head of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them, with a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, with a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe down with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel, with a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, with a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go.
but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only one can lose. Eat blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. It's only like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. It's only like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could into altar. We're talking about you, brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this and jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush love for nothing? Why the rush love